everybody, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing a collaboration with Rachel over at Day to Day Joys and a whole bunch of other YouTubers, so be sure to check the description box below for a link to that playlist. And as always, I'm actually late to the playlist, so it's already aired. Go check it out. Anyway, today we are doing our back to school favorites. So why am I drawing on my chalkboard, you might ask? Well, that's a good question, because this is one of my favorite news stories. It's part of our new Waldorf inspired curriculum. It's called Earth Schooling. I will leave a link to the review that I did a little while ago. We actually started homeschooling back at the beginning of June, and I will leave those links to a couple videos that I just did of a Earth Schooling curriculum review and as well as a Waldorf inspired homeschool haul. But this is the first year that we are going with a Waldorf inspired curriculum. Thus far, it has been fabulous. But one of the things about Waldorf is that there's actually 2 years worth of kindergarten, is that children don't start their formal academics until the first grade, and they don't start first grade until they're closer to the age of 7, and there's also some physical traits that they need to meet in order to go into the real academic world, such as losing baby teeth and being able to touch the ear on the opposite side of your head with your arm, and that just shows that they are physically old enough and mature enough to start entering into the world of academia. So this has kind of been a tough pill for me to swallow, and I've really had to ponder over this for a very long time, because I'm not in opposition of delayed academics, but it is very difficult when you homeschool because, of course, you're kind of put on a pedestal, on a spotlight whenever you homeschool. That's typical of other people, strangers, family, friends, whoever it is, that they want to question and make sure that your children are reaching their milestones academically. So this has been kind of a difficult thing for me. Which brings me back to my chalk drawing, is that this is the story of a rose, and a little girl went out into her rose garden, and she saw some blossoms, and every day she saw them getting a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and opening up a little bit more and more. But finally one day she grew very impatient that the rose was still not open. She went over and she opened the rose for it to try to help it out and to help it bloom, and of course she destroyed the rose. And the little fairies came to her to comfort her and ask her what was wrong, and she told them what had happened, and they said to her, of course, is that you cannot force a rose to bloom before its own time. It will bloom in its own time. It's like my favorite story to start the year out, because it reminds me that you really can't do this with a child's education. So as many are starting their homeschooling or their public schooling journey right now, I hope that this story inspires you as much as it did with me. So part of our Waldorf curriculum, I painted this wall with black chalk paint, and I love the fact that we switch up the chalkboard drawings as often as possible, and the girls really enjoy this. And let's be honest, I really enjoy doing these chalkboard drawings, is that it has really been inspirational to me as well. But I will show you in a moment that the girls are also allowed to draw on the chalkboard after I am done, and they actually do a really good job mimicking what I do. So along with the chalk drawings, which are one of my favorite school items, is that we also do a lot of sewing. And here I'm using some of that real felt that I got from Once Upon a Child to make felted bracelets and necklaces for the girls to wear. And they are doing a fantastic job of sewing and using needles themselves. Another aspect of the Waldorf curriculum that I love is our nature table, is that we get to decorate this every season into the kinds of seasons that there are. And I put all of our artwork above it, and I picked up this book from the library that's really fun, that has different ideas of how we can decorate our nature table. And I also got these books for this year so that we can decorate the table with these books as the seasons change. They don't have any words in them, they're just pictures of different things that you do during the different seasons. And one of my favorite parts about our new curriculum is the parent crafts. Each month I'm supposed to do a craft, and this is this month's craft. It's a little bunny. I also picked up this wonderful book on how to make fairies, and we have had so much fun making different types of fairies. Oh guys, check this out. These are the ones that I'm going to make at Halloween. Aren't those just adorable? And now I'm just going to take you guys through some of my favorite Waldorf inspired books for this year. Beyond the Rainbow Bridge, it offers awesome crafts in it, as well as an explanation of the Waldorf education. Waldorf Education, a family guide. You are your child's first teacher. I wish I would have read this when my first was a baby. The Julia Rothman collection is 3 different books. I love the illustrations in these books, and they also have a lot of craft ideas. Also, Usborne makes amazing books. This is Recorder for Beginners. beginners. We're probably going to get started on this mid-year or maybe into more of the first grade curriculum. The Big Book of Dinosaurs. I love these big books because they fold out and you can see just the length of all the dinosaurs. I also have the Solar System Big Book from Usborne. Dude, if you have not gotten to an Usborne party, go to one. Their books are fabulous. Now, my next few book suggestions are not necessarily geared towards homeschooling. This is The Life-Giving Home. This is a fabulous read. It takes you month by month through the whole year and really emphasizes the importance of having a home and what it means to have a home. This is another great read about how to help your children relax with mindful activities, although the first part of it is mostly about how to help the parents relax, which I desperately need. And this book speaks for itself. Everybody needs boundaries. You just do. Now, another aspect of Waldorf education is ridiculously expensive toys that are all handmade. So I was looking at Etsy and I thought, maybe I can make some of these toys. So that's what we started practicing doing. And this is so much fun, guys. I made the fairies that I showed you, and now I'm getting into the woodworking aspect. And that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you do, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below if you want to see more Waldorf-inspired videos or homeschooling videos. And I hope you guys all have a fabulous school year. Welcome back to it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.